So here we are on the evening commute home from the day job, which could be called the day/evening job because it often runs into the night. And it's so few times that I feel that I have this feeling, and I had it just now. And I'm not sure why, but the feeling is that, I don't know, I think I was thinking about my dad and his age and how we're about to have kids, and I'm like half my dad's age, and, you know, life is steadily speeding by. And, you know, the cliche line that life, you know, this is not a dress rehearsal, we're actually living it. I actually really felt that for a second. Just on this stupid little commute home in the dark. And I'm listening to, you know, a filmmaker podcast and listening to him talk about, you know, a lot of people talk, but don't do. And that's another part of it, is like, we can keep talking and talking about how we want to live our lives and keep going to, you know, counseling and self-help and podcasts and reading, and you blink and all of a sudden it's years later, and, you know, are you still listening to that kind of podcast that's telling you, you know, get up and do something? Are you still listening to, you know, books that are saying, really, you want to make a movie? Go make a movie. And I don't know, to a certain extent we get so stuck in our heads, and we just need to, you know, figure out ways to move. And even though life is so hard, and it's so hard to balance everything when you're working, when you don't have money, and so I'm not saying it's an easy thing to do, but it must be done. I mean, this is it. This is it. And all of a sudden, you have kids, and all of a sudden, your kids are grown up, and all of a sudden, you're old. And I think it's okay to realize this at any point along the way. And, you know, each fragment of time that we understand is fleeting is so valuable. So, you know, if you're an older person hearing me say this, I don't think it's depressing that you haven't gotten to do a lot of things in your life that you wanted to do, and life takes over, and you work, and you're too tired to do anything. But if you realize now, and you're 70 or you're 80 or you're 90, that I want to do this, I've never gotten to do this, then this is your time. This is your time to grasp it. And I think the better, you know, the sooner that we can do that in our lives and realize that clearly, the better. And I don't think it's you learn it and then you're clicked into nirvana. I mean, I think it's a, you know, like I said, I only have these moments every so often, and then you instantly forget it. I'm gonna get home, I'm gonna walk in the door, it's gonna be cold, I'm gonna be pissed off that the dog peed on the floor and I have to clean it up, I'm gonna be grouchy that I'm cooking and it's already getting late and I'll have to go to bed, and, you know, and it's gone. So you could be a young person and realize this, but then life gets back in the way of understanding life. Or you can be my age, sort of approaching middle age, I guess, and I hope that I'm starting to do this, where I'm starting to, you know, in my last decade of life, I think I'm starting to really figure out how to incorporate different passions, say fuck everyone else if they don't like who I really am, and start to live who I really am. And you know, I'm trying, and I hope I continue to do it, and to do it to the point of successfully integrating like all my passions and interests, and doing it with my partner, my wife Karen, and encouraging her to do it, and then having kids and doing it as a family, and always being mindful of it. But I know that I could slip in and out of it, or I could be dead tomorrow. And it's just so amazing and sad that I think that people, I mean, I do it too, where it's week after week and it's kind of the same old thing. And there may be, you know, days of my job that are very hard and I'm trudging through it, and I'm not finding ways to like it, and I'm not finding ways to like other things in my life. You know, I may get home and just be exhausted, and as I said, it may be, let's have, you know, a beer or some glasses of wine, let's get in front of the TV and chill out. And it's so easy to slip into routines that make you ignorant of the uniqueness of each day. And it's just so special when you have those moments that you feel the uniqueness of each day, and you feel the uniqueness of each moment. And I don't know, it just hit me, and I'm trying to hold on to it. I'm almost home, and I'm gonna try and hold on to it as I go in the house and clean up that dog pee and cook that dinner and drink that beer. And, you know, even as you do the same routines, just really appreciating them, and really appreciating my time with Karen, and really appreciating my time with coworkers, with clients, even with you know, annoying clients or annoying people that you run into or interact with day to day, or when you get annoyed with your spouse. Like, really feeling it all. And I don't know, I'm sounding cheesy, but it's just true, like feeling appreciative for the uniqueness of each moment. So that's my rant. I don't know what I sound like, but it's coming from the heart, and if it makes, you know, one person think about it and do something a little bit differently, even just for a moment, I want to spread that feeling.